celebrations among ourselves because we fasted for 40 days? Or do we actually pay attention to this central theme for which the season of Easter is celebrated across the world by all Bible-believing Christians? It's a critical question that must be asked, and in asking that question, you also want to focus on whether or not, as 21st century Christians, we value the blood as it was back then, or what has changed. And then you also want to plug in and ask the question about the benefits that the blood and this whole essence of Easter brings to us. We're going to have a conversation, and I tell you to tell a friend and tell a brother and tell a relative. You go on our Facebook page, you go on our WhatsApp channel, 3FM927. We're also on X. Share the link, tell somebody about it, and let's have a conversation together. Let's have some enlightenment. I've got in the studio Reverend Father Emmanuel Sylvester Feni, the vicar in charge of the St. Joseph the Worker Anglican Church, known popularly within the Accra Diocesan Council as the Maxi Cathedral. Interesting though that you have the St. Mary's Youth Choir in St. Joseph, father and mother of Jesus, who was killed, and he still struggled, and he rose again. Literally, Jesus was saying, I refuse to die. Mbano Tofiakwa, I refuse to die. Ebano. Come to think of it, you go to the Gamame and they say Ebano. You go to Ebola and they say Mbano. It's the same thing. So good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing good by the grace of God.
Christ is risen.
It's risen indeed. Hallelujah.
Why do we say that?
Yes, we say that because our Savior Jesus, who died, did not remain in the grave, but he rose or came back to life triumphantly. And so this is the faith of the church, that Jesus is indeed alive.
21st century and Easter. First of all, let's find out, what is Easter for those who don't know.
Okay. I believe by the passage of time, concept, ideas loses or gain additional meaning. And so for us to really understand
Sunrise on 3
ideas
FM,
and
the
concepts,
best
we
in
must
the
go back to the
morning.
origin, because there you can find the real meaning of the concept. Now, so let's revert back to the first Easter. Surprisingly, you cannot find the word Easter in the Bible. It is a borrowed word. We'll come to that. The nearest word to Easter in the Bible is the Passover. Now, apart from the English language, the Italian language, the Portuguese, the French, they preserved the name Passover.
Right.
Or Pascal. In Portuguese, it's called Pascua.
Okay, Pascua.
That's right.
Right.
And so, what then is the Passover? When the Jews found themselves in the land of Egypt, according to Exodus,
Right.
God initiated a plan to redeem them from that house of bondage. And so God sent Moses to go and tell Pharaoh to let his people go. But Pharaoh refused.
Right.
And so God unleashed plagues on the people of the Jews, or the Egyptians, sorry. And so the last night before Pharaoh allowed them to go, God told the Jews, go and tell Pharaoh that the angel of death will come. I'll kill your firstborns.
Right.
That was God's plan.
Sunrise on 3 FM.
But God
the best
had
in
another
the
plan to
morning.
save the Jewish family. So he gave them this prescription or this order. On that night, killed a lamb.
Right.
And then used the blood of that lamb to mark the doorpost of your doors.
Right.
Each family should do that. So that when the angel of death is coming, they will pass over.
Okay.
So they marked
Sunrise on
their
3FM,
doorpost
the
with
best
the
in
blood
the
of the
morning.
lamb that was slaughtered. In fact, they have to eat that lamb as well. They roast it and eat it. And God told them this one should be a lasting covenant, something that they should do every year. And so it happened that when the angel of death was passing, as soon as the angel of death saw the blood at the doorpost of the houses of the Jews, he passed over them. And that's why I have the name Passover. Passover. So it's like a God's redemptive plan or God's redemptive idea to save the Jews from
Sunrise
that.
on
That's how we
3FM,
have
the best in the morning.
Passover.
Okay.
Now, as God brought them out of Egypt, it's a lasting covenant that they should do every year. So when they landed at the promised land, God then initiated another plan.
Right.
That anytime they sin, they should go to the priest with a lamp,
Right.
and the priest will lay his hand on the head of the lamp
Sunrise on 3FM,
transfer
the best in the morning.
or transfer all the sins of that person or that family onto a lamb, and then the lamb is allowed to go and die. So this was the daily practice that they do yearly. The priests have to go to the holiest of holies every year with
Right.
a lamb.
Right.
So Bible says that the law is a shadow of good things to come. This means that the law is a pointer. It's not the real thing.
Okay.
Shadow means that it's not the real thing, but the real thing is there. So God was
Sunrise
doing
on
that
3FM,
until
the best in the morning.
Jesus arrived. No wonder John the Baptist saw Jesus and proclaimed him as the Lamb of God
Okay.
who takes away the sins of the world. This is what happened in the Old Testament, that the priest or the one who's asking for forgiveness will bring a lamb, and the priest will lay hands on the lamb and then transfer the sins. So the baptism of Jesus is like that. That he went to John the Baptist, and John the Baptist transferred all the sins of the world upon him, and he released him to go and die. And so Jesus fulfilled the divine justice. Now, you ask this question: why must Jesus necessarily come in body
Sunrise
form?
on 3FM.
Right. Why does it come in a human form?
Yes, why? Why must he come in human form?
You tell me. What do you
Yes.
know?
So, before I asked that question, then I saw that the sin that Jesus Christ came to undo came about by a human being. Our first parents, Adam and Eve, they sinned against God, and the sin was done by a human being. So necessarily, a human being need to come and undo the sin.
Right.
God is seen as a just God, faithful and just. It means that when you desire to punish, God will punish whether you are in charge or not. So any sin you do, there's a punishment for you. So the punishment must be carried on. So Jesus have to come in bodily form so that he will satisfy the claims for divine justice. No wonder one of our hymns says that a second Adam came to the flight. So Jesus is seen as the second Adam. He came in to save us from our sins. So this is how the development of Easter came about. The Passover. When Constantine became a Christian, the emperor, that time the Romans were ruling the world during the New Testament era. And so
Sunrise on
a
3FM,
time came
the
that
best
Christianity
in the
was
morning.
outlawed, and paganism became the official religion of Rome. No wonder the names of the days of the week, it came from the Roman culture, like the Sunday, the sun god, Monday, and the rest. So you see,
Sunrise on 3FM,
paganism
the best
was
in
the official
morning.
religion until Constantine became a Christian.
Okay.
And it's so wonderful how he became a Christian. He was facing a battle. Some nations have gathered together to fight against him. And he was confused, don't know what to do. And then he fell into a trance. and saw something like a cross superimposed in the atmosphere. And then he heard this saying in Latin, in hoc signo vice, in this sign you conquer. And so when he woke up from that trance, he tried to draw a cross in front of their shields. No wonder most of the flags of these nations have crossed on them.
Right.
And then they won the battle. And so he tried to find the meaning of the cross, the enchantment on Christianity. He became a Christian, and as soon as he became a Christian, it outlawed paganism and made Christianity the official religion of Rome.
I see.
Yes, and so Christianity started to come up now. People now acknowledge Christianity, and that is why Roman, it's like the Roman Catholic. They are the official people that started everything, because the church started from Rome.
Okay.
From Rome. Now, because they have these pagan practices already, Christians want to change their concept and idea. As they started with Christmas, we cannot find Christmas in the Bible.
Right, 25th December clearly,
Yes.
when it was snowing,
Yes.
was not when Jesus could have been born in a manger, having walked miles and looking for accommodation.
Yeah. So that period, it's a time that the pagans used to worship their gods.
Okay.
Now, Christians or Christianity is now an official religion in the Roman world, and so they too need to do something. So whilst these people are worshiping their God, so let us commemorate the birth of Jesus. So by so doing, they have overshadowed the pagan worship. The same way it applied to Easter. Easter is a period that they worship their goddess of fertility. And so Christians say, no, let us also do something. Let's use this period to remember the death of our Lord Jesus Christ. And so Easter then became something like we remember Jesus dying and he coming back to life.
Easter then and now, what has changed? Modernity, has modernity conquered rigidity, or is rigidity competing with modernity, or is modernity lagging behind to make way for rigidity?
Yeah, life is dynamic. Things changes up and down, but the concept must not change. But the processes will change. The purpose will not change, but the process may change because life is dynamic. Now, it seems today people are not focusing really on the finished work of Christ. People are not really thinking about what Jesus did. They rather focus on the fanfare aspect of it. Now, I worked with one of my clergymen, my senior clergy, who is from the mountains.
Right.
And during that time, I'd be hearing "kwao" on the radio. So I asked him, what's the meaning of "kwao"?
Right.
Now it's not like that, but at first you could hear that jingles. So he told me, let me tell you. Some years back, family members would gather money and then give it to one person, and the person come down in Accra here to come and work. So during Easter, the person go back home to give an account.
Okay.
And then when they run the account, the money will be taken and give to somebody else.
Okay.
So it's like an account giving and then reconciliation period.
Right.
But because you have moved away from that concept, it has changed. So people thought that now when you talk about kwao, it's about going and having fun there. But that isn't the case. It's about accountability.
But that's what's happening now.
Yes. I'm
People are having fun. Lots of fun, all kinds of fun.
That's right. The purpose for kwao has changed now, and that is affecting Easter too. But the purpose mustn't change.
Do people still value the sacrifice that Christ gave on the cross for the sake of humanity?
I would say yes from a Christian point of view, but to the world, no.
Why is that so? You tell me.
Yes. I believe the world influence from the Western world, where intelligence or knowledge has become the order of the day. You know, during the time of enlightenment,
On 3FM, the best
at first,
in the morning.
everything that is done must be sanctioned by the church. Signs and everything. But during the period of enlightenment, they have this cliche: what we cannot prove empirically, we cannot believe it. And so I cannot see God in the lab. So there's no God. And so
it has to be scientifically proven, otherwise it doesn't exist.
That's right. That's right. And because of that, they push God aside and follow reason. And I think that is the effect now, because they think, oh, someone died 2,000 years ago. What is the essence now? And so that mindset is affecting us today, that they are downplaying on the finished work of Christ. Yeah, so that to me, that is what I see.
But otherwise, what value should be placed on the blood that Jesus shed on the cross, Calvary?
Yeah. That blood is so precious. That blood has the power to transform lives. That blood covers, as I told you, the old practice that the priest will enter into the holiest of holies with the blood of a lamb and then sprinkle it upon the altar. And Bible says that blood only covers the sins. It does not really cleanse it. So God wants something once and for all. No wonder one of our hymns said that once only and once for all.
Once only, once and once for all. His precious blood he gave.
That's right. Once only, once and for all. It's just more than 315.
Okay, I see. So now we're looking at the modern trends. Some say, look, Christianity has moved on. Back in the day, it was just the priest who had to enter the sanctuary. These days, everybody is given an opportunity to enter the sanctuary and to do their own thing, as they believe or as they see fit. Could that be the reason that things have changed? Not sticking to what existed back then. Could that be?
Well, it could be. Let me give some analogy from history. During the time of Martin Luther, a priest,
right,
the
Protestants.
That's right. How they protested. The priest is the only person, or the other people that have the Bible.
Right.
So when you go to church, they read to you, and that's why we have in our liturgy, anytime that they are going to read, say, hear the word of God.
Right.
You have to listen.
Right.
You don't have to open the Bible, just hear it. And so during the time of Reformation, he said, no, every person must have the Bible.
Right.
And so the Bible then became like a household book. Everybody is having it.
The best in the morning.
And out of that, we have a lot of charlatans today. I may say that's a negative way.
Right.
Because people now have the Bible and they interpret it anyhow without knowledge of the Bible. It's like you...
No theological background.
Yes. It's
nothing.
like you have the books of the doctors, and then you don't have any knowledge about the medicine. Say, well, I'm a doctor now. Yeah, quack doctor, because you're not been trained how to handle the material.
Right.
And so that's the negative aspect, that people now have the Bible, but because they are not really being trained, for them, God has called me, and they start to tell the Bible anyhow. Similarly, now we cannot get access to God, but God still have a place for the ordained ministry. We, the Anglican Church, believe in a priesthood of all believers, that we are all be ordained. But there are some certain roles that an ordained minister would do that. So we have the house of clergy and the house of lay. They are ordained, but there are specific roles that the priest must do for you. You can ask forgiveness of your sins, all right. When it comes for penance, it is the duty of the priest. Now, when Jesus came back to life, I think in some weeks to come, we are going to read that story. He called the apostles, the disciples, and then he gave them the Spirit and told them, whoever sins you forgiven are forgiven. So God gave the apostles, not the heads of the church, the right to remit people of their sins.
What should be the real essence of Easter? Is it just to congregate, wear white, tell people Christ is risen indeed, be happy, go for picnic on Monday, that's today, chill, eat, drink, dance, make merry, see friends, go back to work on Tuesday, and life is normal? What should be the real essence?
The real essence of Easter is the finished work of Christ. How God redeemed us from the bondage of sin. How God paid the price for us. Salvation is not being just being saved from sin and its effects, but from all other things that have effect on our lives. So it's not about eating and drinking. It's about reflecting on the finished work of Christ. It's like your birthday. You celebrate your birthday every time. You remember that some years back I was like this, and today this is where I am. That's supposed to be the same way we celebrate Easter. We look at the finished work of Christ and then thank God for Him, and then also ask ourselves, are we aligning ourselves to the tenets of the Christian faith? Easter also include others. Are we showing love to them? Because salvation is not only for Christians, it's for all. Because Jesus died for all of us. Jesus solved the same problem. To take us back, I saw that the problem facing the world, all the problem linked to all the problem facing the world is sin.
Sin.
Yes.
It's the center of the problems we are facing.
Yes. Because Adam and Eve sinned, and then that alone brought all these problems. Talk about crime, sin, everything. Drug abuse, corruption, all these things are linked to sin. So God intended to solve the sin problem. And that is why He brought Jesus to come and die to solve the sin problem. And after Jesus dying for us, God gave us His commands to follow it. And as we follow the commands of God, we are dealing with the same problem. People say that the laws imprison us. Laws doesn't make you free. But it's not true. We are here today because of the laws of Ghana. Those who go against the law, they are in prison. So we can only find freedom by obeying the laws and the rules. And so God gave us rules to follow. If we are true to the rules of God and the commands of God, our world will be better.
Let me play the devil's advocate and ask this controversial question. God is all-knowing, all-seeing, and present everywhere. Even before He created Eve, He knew that Eve could be the problem, because she'll go and have a conversation with the serpent. Adam will eat the apple and will come and land here. And He still went ahead and created a woman.
Yes.
Is God being fair to us to now give us a son to say, okay, I've given you the woman will lead you to go and commit sin, but when you finish, I will bring my son to come and clear you. How do we understand this?
Good.
Sunrise
Now,
on 3FM, the
from
best in the morning.
when you study the Bible critically and certain words, every word in the Bible has meaning. Satan, as we call him now, used to be the warden of the earth.
Right.
He was taking charge of the earth. And then he reported to God every now and then until pride set in. And then God have to destruct everything. And that is why if you read Genesis, you find the word God created. The word create means that something, if you look at the Hebrew word, It means there was some disorder.
Right.
And then God has to come and then undo everything. Then when God did that, he now brought another being who has a flesh to now take charge of the earth, and then gave that being
Sunrise
the
on
power
3FM,
or the free will to
best
choose.
In the morning.
God doesn't want us to create. God not create us like robots. That he wants you to have a choice, so that he will not force you to serve him. So the choice was given to Adam
Right.
and Eve. They had a choice because Satan was a warden then. He was annoyed, and because of that, they have to fight back and take what he used to preside over. No wonder he went to them and tempted them. Now they had a choice to
Which
say
is
no or not. God told them that eat every three, but for this particular one, don't touch it.
Sunrise on
They had the
3FM,
command of
the
God.
best
Yes,
in the
he
morning.
gave them, but because he made them as free beings, that they can choose whatever they want to do. That's how they felt. So they rather chose to follow different thing and not God. Now, because of that act, God right then initiated a plan, a rescue mission.
Right.
So in Genesis 3:15, he told the serpent, I'll put an enmity between you and the woman, between
Sunrise
your
on
seed
3FM,
and the
the
seed.
best in the
He will
morning.
crush your head and you bruise his heel. So God then
Is that why women fear snakes? When they see snakes, then they call their husbands and their fathers to come and chase them.
Some don't fear snakes, though. Not all of them. They amateur and the rest don't fear
I'm
snakes.
a child, they don't fear snakes. Okay.
They are very strong.
Ajele and the rest, they don't fear
They
snakes.
don't fear snakes. So God initiated a rescue
the
mission
best in the morning.
that I want to save man. You see, the advent of all this religion is the same thing. When man fell, man was trying to go back to God in his own way, and that's why you have other religions, because all the religions believe that they are connecting back to the supreme being. They are connecting back. Yes, because when God created human being, he left a vacuum in man that he alone can fill. When that vacuum is not, whatever you put there will not fill unless God. Now, until you find God in you, you are not satisfied in life, and that is why other religions came in. So God saw the struggle.
Sunrise on 3FM,
Okay,
the best in
this-
the morning.
For the time being, this is how I can save humanity. Then bring the 10 commandments. And the 10 commandments is divided into two. The first 4 talks about your relationship with God, and the rest of the 6 talk about relationship with humanity. So you can see across there, up, down, relationship, up, down. So that through the 10 commandments, you can get back to God. I said that God brought certain rituals that they should, because God had a plan that he want to deal with the sin
Sunrise
problem
on
once and for all.
3FM, the best in the morning.
So Jesus came. Now, again, Satan approached the woman, and that's how sin came apart.
But you see, also for churches are springing up everywhere. People are gravitating towards Christianity every day. Mosque as well, if you like, add ashrams and everything else.
Yeah.
But crime is not reducing.
Yeah.
Why? When you stand in your pulpit, you speak against crime.
Yes. Yes.
No, but why is it going up there? And you are not the only one. Churches are everywhere. Pastors are everywhere. In school buildings, uncompleted buildings, established churches, wooden structures. But crime is still going up.
Yes.
Why?
People are not following what God says. They use their power of choice to go against what God says. Sometimes social factors too, pressure elsewhere. I started with this person, and then this person I built this, been to let me cut corners and get this one.
Sunrise on
But
3FM,
if you
the
go
best
back
in the
to the
morning.
laws of God, it takes us to be patient in life. No matter what, Kono ye miye ayashi.
Pressure of society. Hunger issues. Desperation. You still will be patient.
Yes.
When your landlord is ejecting you.
Patience is everything.
Your landlord is chasing you out.
Now, patience is the key. Now, that landlord, if that landlord is a Christian and understands what the Bible says about patience, that landlord will apply that.
He's been patient with you for 2 years already.
Yes.
And he still has to be patient.
Unless the tenant is refusing to pay. But you can say, if the tenant is hardworking and you know that Charlie is not making ends meet, you can be patient.
Why are Christians poor? Somebody is dedicated, is going to church,
not all Christians
believes
are.
in the blood. Not all Christians,
Yes.
but you find people, he's dedicated, goes to church, reads his Bible, is at revival, is at all night, half night, is fasting, he's evangelizing. And sometimes when they tell you their stories, they say, are you Job? Because Job is dead and gone.
Yes.
Why is that so? If the blood came to give you freedom, liberation, etc., why do you still have that?
Yes. If you are speaking as an African from your
I'm
perspective.
speaking the people who come to me.
If you go elsewhere, that poverty is not related only to Christianity.
The best in the morning.
They see it as a social problem.
Right.
Now, when you come to our world, already Africa is a poor continent. Already, that's our mindset. Though we have a lot of resources here,
Right.
but we are not doing anything about that. And that is affecting the church now, because we think that if I only pray and that's nothing, God will come through for me. But
Faith without works is
but
dead.
that's a fallacy. I was telling my church yesterday that to every element of favor or grace, there is an element of work. If God say He will bless you, the blessing will not come if you are doing nothing. You must do something to end the blessing.
Right.
So there's not like a free lunch somewhere. Do something, take a step, and as you take a step, God will then come in and be a blessing to you. So the poverty of our continent has to do with a whole mindset, a concept that we have to do something about that. It's not only Christian, and it's
Right.
not a Christian.
It should be seen as a social protection
Yes.
conversation.
Yes, it's not a Christianity problem.
Crime,
Yeah,
and then it's connected to corruption.
yeah.
The big men and the big women, some who have been mentioned or alleged to have engaged in corruption, some who have been convicted, some who are standing trial, etc. Most of them are Christians.
Yes.
They listen to the gospel. Sometimes they are harvest committee chairpersons. Sometimes they are head of building committees. Sometimes they are the elders of the church. Sometimes they are honorary whatever. And then they come and listen to the gospel. They go, they are corrupt. They are mentioned. And they come and they bring fat envelopes to the church donation. And the church still takes it. Is the church not encouraging corruption?
No. Now, the church may not be the source of that money.
Best in the morning.
For example, I know you work in a good place and then you are paying your tithe. I know. But if you are cutting corners, I may not know. So the church is not promoting that. And also, the money we bring to God, we don't know the source. Some we don't. Some we know. Some we don't know.
Sunrise on 3FM.
The money physically
Best in the morning.
to us is money. But there's another aspect that we don't see.
Which is?
That's what God says. That thing you brought as money, as a sacrifice you are giving to God, is not acceptable in the sight of God. Cain and Abel in the Bible, God asked them to bring gifts to Him, sacrifice. God rejected the sacrifice of Cain, because that was not God. That was not the best. God did not prescribe that. So it presupposes that the offerings we bring to church each day, some God rejects, Others too, God accepts. So whatever you bring to God, I can say has two faces or two values. The physical value and the spiritual value.
Right.
The physical value is what you see, but the spiritual value is what you don't see. A clear example is a man called Cornelius in the Bible.
Right.
He was a Gentile, was not a Jew, but he practiced almsgiving and prayers. And then one day, whilst he was praying, God appeared to him in the form of an angel and told him that your prayers and your almsgiving have become a memorable something in the eyes of God. And I was wondering, he was doing the thing on earth, and yet the thing finds its way to God's presence. So it tells me that whatever sacrifice we bring before God has two values: the physical value and the spiritual value. Some may go to the physical value because I can see bundles of money, but the spiritual value is rejected.
Great change since I met God. Great change since I met God. Great change since I met God. It was a great change since I met God. The things I used to do, I do them no more. The things I used to do, I do them no more. The things I used to do, I do them no more. There's a great change since I met God. Now they will sing all of this and go to their market, and they are selling gari, and they are selling tomatoes, and they are selling onions, and they have gathered olunka, and then they have punctured the olunka container
At the bottom.
They have at the bottom, and they have added cement paper in it, and then they put the thing in there and they tell you this is one full olunka. The people who just sang this song that we sang, who went to church yesterday. Can we? Why? Also,
Yeah. So I'm saying, people, they are not human. They are thinking of the profits, the gain, more than the human lives. I met one old man who told me that yempesika, yenyasika, yempesika. We don't.
Atawoshika, anashika.
Anashika. If you are doing business because you want money, you can even kill for money. Yes, but if you are doing business, the matter of I want to serve humans, you will get profit. Our culture today, or let's say the people today, 21st century, you want the profit more than the service you are rendering.
Right.
And so because of that, people find different means to make profit. But Christianity hasn't touched their lives. One of my lecturers at the seminary told a story about, I think, the war in the sometimes April, I forgot it.
April.
Yeah, sometimes April, the form.
Yes, sometimes April. Yes, Rwanda, the genocide.
That's why the Tutus and the Hutus.
Yes, and the Batwa.
That's why. And he said that one of their clergymen got mad. Physically got mad because he could not fathom. He thought that we have come to church all this while. We are together. But how come this tribal war broke up? And then same church members could take machetes and then kill their own church members. So Christianity hasn't really touched the fabric of our society and our lives. Yes, that's what I can say. If we are truly Christians, you will not do that. You think about human life.
We're mixing Sudan dye to palm oil.
Yes.
They're adding coconte to granite paste.
Look at this.
I don't. They are adding cement to beans so that it prevents weevils from getting there, and they will all come to church. That was you. Yeah, that was you.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
I don't know
It's so
why.
sad. Christianity hasn't really touched their lives. They are not.
But every year they celebrate the death and resurrection of Jesus.
That's it. They are not really understanding what they do, and they're not really giving their life to Jesus Christ. Because if you have given your life to Jesus, you are not in control anymore. It's like I give you a gift. I'm not in control anymore.
Best in the morning.
It's the person who have received the gift that will control
That's
it.
right.
So if you are giving your life to Jesus, then he is in charge now, and he gives you his words. Do this, do that, do that, do that. But sometimes we won't do it.
So now I'm looking at the traditional setup, and then I'm looking at Christianity. Within the traditional setup, they have what they call Jainin, or rites of passage, for females.
Yeah.
And during the period, or even before your rites of passage, you are not supposed to be having sexual intercourse. You're supposed to be chaste, etc. Be a virgin and remain so. And they value it to the point where, if at any point during the rites of passage it's identified that you are not chaste, you have not been a virgin, you have not been faithful, there are consequences that come along with
That's
it.
right.
But within the Christian space, you find young adults, teenagers doing their own thing anywhere and anyhow. And that has shot up teenage pregnancy. And I'm not putting the blame entirely on Christians. I mean, as you mentioned, there's a social problem, but also if you have training, it makes the situation better. Why do we have that? Why should people be believing so much in the traditional setup? And then when it comes to this, say, oh, Sopho is there. If I even go and sin, I come and confess, I will be forgiven.
That is not the thing. You know, can I say that human rights have watered down those
Sunrise on
practices?
3FM.
Human rights.
Yes,
Okay.
watered down those practices.
The rites of passage,
Yes,
etc. Okay.
It has. And then the community too has evolved, and I have changed so many things. But the stance of Christians same. No Christian will encourage premarital sex. Sex before marriage.
Right.
No Christian. The Bible will not agree to that. And so when you do that, it's a sin against God. God forgives you, but as I told you, God is a just God. So the punishment you receive
On
it.
3FM.
It's like a father.
Best in
Your
the
child had done
morning.
wrong. You punish the child, but still you love the person.
That's right.
So God always punishes sin, and yet He loves us. So when you come, God will forgive you though, but the punishment you receive.
The young boys say, if premarital sex is not good, then premarital spending is also not good.
Premarital spending.
Spending. Hey, buy me pizza.
And they choose
Take
to do
me
so.
to the beach. Take me to the poolside.
When I was growing up,
Buy me a phone. And I've not eaten. How are you? What is the matter? I have not eaten.
but it's
I want loaded fries.
that is a choice. It's a choice. You can choose to buy or not. It's a choice.
Hey, there's blackmail in the mix. So blackmail you.
Because that is not marriage. That's not marriage. So you don't put that responsibility on somebody. No. Christianity will not teach that. No, we won't teach that.
Sunrise on
Even when you are
3FM.
going for counseling,
Best in the
we
morning.
talk to you about these things. Don't do this. Don't give yourself too much, because counseling is not a guarantee that you marry.
Right.
Counseling too is not like giving advice. It's like I lay the fact before you. That if you pass it, this way, going to pass it, then you make a choice.
Okay.
So you can go to counseling, and then you see that you cannot marry.
It will not work.
That's right. So counseling is like we lay the facts before you. So tell you, don't do this. Do this. Let there be some limitation so that you will not go against it.
Right.
So it is a matter of choice. You can choose to.
Post-marital counseling, does it work? Is it available? First of all, and does it work?
Yeah, that is a big problem.
Sunrise on 3FM.
I can see that we are
Best in the
facing
morning.
as people. We are all interested in a premarital. Then after they marry, unless they have problems, we don't go back again. And that's a very big problem. Even driver license, after I think every
2 years. 2
you
years, you have to go and renew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then the 2/10 of renewal, you go for replacement.
Right.
Yes. So the church must institute that we should have post-marital counseling, not only when the couple have problems, but day in a day out we should be doing something like that. I think some churches have some programs that they do.
Right.
other organizations too, NGOs to have something to do, but the church must embrace that as part of their program. That every year we must run postmarital counseling for our people.
Let's look at Jesus as has been chronicled in the Bible, or chronicled about in the Bible. Here's a child who, at age 12, is already out there seeking to be independent, wanting to preach and do his father's work, as he calls it. He goes away from the home for 3 days. They can't find him. Eventually, when they found him, he had gathered people and he was preaching to them. Can the modern day child do that? If he feels strongly about it. Gen Z, can they do that? They want to be independent. They want to feel strongly and to be boisterous in their stuff.
Jesus was not independent. Now, in the Jewish culture, they see age 12 as the age of maturity.
Age of discretion.
Yes. So, for you to prove your maturity, you must go to the temple, and then they must question you. And if you're able to answer those questions concerning the Torah, then you can say that this guy is matured. So Jesus going there was to fulfill that portion. That though he's that age, yet is really matured. Now you can see that when the parents found him, they brought him. The Bible said that he went and he was subjected to them. So he was still humble to his parents whilst with them. Our world today have changed drastically. The advent of human rights again. The child has a right. And so sometimes you can't go, not going against the child, but try to guide the child in a certain way. It becomes a problem.
Can you do that when you are a parent or you are parents? You feed from hand to mouth. And then your child goes to the university. After first semester, comes home with an iPhone 17 Pro Max. Long nails. Human hair. Is it Brazilian or Peruvian or Nanuvian? Or what was it? Bone straight.
Bone straight.
Bone straight. They said they are giving me the details. Bone straight.
The Kelly ones or?
I don't know what it is or so. Now, these are expensive stuff. Now, this child comes back from the university. Leaving home, it was a problem to gather resources to take the person to school. Now, just after 3 months, the person is coming home and has all these things. Comes home now and refuses to wash dishes, refuses to sweep, no house chores, wakes up at 9, 10. Mother will do everything, even wash, because now she's the one coughing out the money to pay for essentials at home. And this is about 19 years old girl. Is the parent not contributing to the child going wayward, or is the child now a philanthropist? I mean, what do you have to say about
the
it?
silence of the parents means that they agree to what the child is doing. Growing up, some of us, our parents will inquire, where do you get the money from?
Right, to buy a 17 Pro Max, iPhone 17
they
Pro Max.
They want to find out the
or
source.
a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7.
The flip one. They want to ask, where do you get it? Because I don't give money. It's like my children. When I say I have money, I say, hey, where do you get the money from? Do you work? Then it's my money. If you don't work, then where do you get the money
Where did
from?
you get the money from?
Yes, because I give you money. So it's not your money.
Right.
So if parents would inquire where the money comes from, it's good. Now, they should not think about their poverty and then allow the child to do the thing that is so nice, because in the future it will affect them, to come back and affect them, not only them, to by society, because that child may be destined to become somebody greater or be of help to the entire human race.
Right.
But that life, he or she may cut short this life, or may not amount to the purpose God designed he or she to be, and that would be a problem for us.
So, for somebody mentioned side chicks. Yesterday, the president mentioned side chicks, that when the road contracts are given and monies are paid, wives benefit, side chicks benefit, car dealers. He mentioned all manner of people who benefit. But somebody mentioned side chicks because I had gone to ask a question. He said, look, the concept of side chicks started in the Bible. When Abraham's wife, Sarah, went to bring the maid servant, Hagar, to give to Abraham to say, have a child with her because I'm unable to do that for you. That's the concept of side chick. That's how he explained it. Is it wrong to have a side chick?
From this concept, it's wrong.
He's wrong.
The Bible did not say that. The Bible said Sarah married Hagar to Abraham.
But Sarah was the wife of Abraham.
Yes, was the wife.
So second wife is not a sin per the Bible.
Not per the Bible.
Okay.
Per their culture.
At the time.
At the time, that's right. Per their culture at that time. And so Abraham, because of Sarah's situation, peculiar situation that she cannot give birth, and in their culture, if we can't give birth, find someone like what do you have surrogate mothers now,
right?
Their time is not like that. You have to have intercourse with the person. Surrogate the person who just inject the
that's
child.
right.
And so Sarah looked at Hagar. Oh, she's my maid. Why don't you marry her so that she'll raise an option for me? So in that context, Sarah married Hagar to Abraham. But that was not God's plan. Because God told Abraham and Sarah, you have your own child.
So is it wrong to have a side chick then?
It's wrong. What do you gain from it?
The economy will collapse, so that's what they say.
What economy?
Some people will not get school fees, some people will not get their hostel fees, their parents' rent will expire, they will eject them from home.
It is not true.
It's not true.
It's not true. It's not true. It's not true.
So side chickism is bad. It's good. It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
So all those big men who do it, they should stop.
They should stop. The Bible doesn't agree to that. Would that big man be happy if his daughter is someone's side chick? He won't be happy. Will not be happy. So it's not good. Though society may embrace it, but it's still wrong.
It's still wrong.
From the biblical point of view. It's wrong.
Side chickism is wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
So nobody should gain contract and then give some to side chick. Please take it home and raise your children.
You should take the money home and raise it to children.
Yes, sir.
So there should be whistleblowers.
Yes.
Like if you see somebody entering a hotel with somebody, then you call and you can post and say card number GT0011. If you're
you can decide to help without having an affair with the person. If you think that the person needs money, why don't you help the person without having that close relationship with the person? Because yes, people have been doing that. They take people's children and pay for their school fees, do everything, but because they want to gain something from it. If your mind is to help the person, but not to have sex and then anytime you want to have sex, go and call the person, please. It's bad. Let's chill out.
We'll be wrapping up in a bit. We'll take some more music from the St. Mary's Youth Choir in a bit, but there's Tidium Laudamus. We will listen to it. I just want maybe 2 minutes on this. What does it mean? This is Latino, right?
Yes.
But what does it mean? Tidium Laudamus.
It's a praise, a song of not Zagarano. It's that we praise thee, O God. It's like we are giving praise to God.
Right.
And it's a Latin, the word Tidium Laudamus, Latin, where we are singing our heart to God. We praise thee, O God. We acknowledge thee to be king. Now, praises means that we are acknowledging the goodness of God.
Right.
Now, thanksgiving, thanksgiving rather is acknowledging the goodness of God. Praise means that acknowledging the greatness
of God. Right.
So when you're giving thanks, God, you are good. But when you're praising God, God,
you are great.
So it's like we praise, we acknowledge thee to be the King. All the earth that worship thee, the Father everlasting.
So let me get it. Praise, when you go to church, they will praise and worship. It doesn't have to be the tempo of the song.
No. That even that's the problem now. Now worship has nothing to do with the tempo. How the slow, the music,
the ballad version and all of that.
Now worship is first of all a gesture of the body. So you prostrate, you kneel, you keep silence. That is worship. So anytime the Jews use the word worship, it refers to a gesture of the body, not the tempo of the song.
Right. But these days you find the tempo is what constitute praise?
I told you that.
If the bongo is not there, it's not praise. It has to be bongo.
I started by saying that as time passed on, ideas, words gain different meanings. But the original idea or the original meaning is that worship has to do with the holiness of God. Praise has to do with the greatness of God.
Right.
And thanksgiving has to do with the goodness of God. We mix all of them together. So worship has something to do with the tempo
of the music.
And then the organ. And no. Even how the worship leader use it. No, it has something to do
and
with
the choice of song too matters.
Yes.
So a song like Pam Sheno, Ejano we Pam Sheno. Is that a praise song?
I don't even understand the word Pam.
Ejano we Pam Sheno. Yes, you read.
Pam Sheno, I don't understand.
Pam Sheno.
Pam.
Yeah, no. Build the ark. Yeah.
Oh, go.
Is it a praise song?
Build the ark. Oh, it's not a praise song, but as I could say that it's a song to make you ready that Jesus is coming.
So Pam Sheno.
Pam. But we dance to that because of the melody, the rhythm.
That's why I'm asking you.
We dance to that. But I'm saying originally, praise have to do with the goodness
of God,
the greatness
of God, and
thanksgiving has to do with the goodness of God.
Right.
We praise thee, O God. We acknowledge thee to be the